26th, we wanted to update you guys and honestly talk a little bit about it. So we have the link down below for you to register if you want to unlock 10 times more meaning, connection, authenticity, and purpose, right? If you want to go all in your love and your self love in 2024 and beyond until infinity and eternity, right? This is your chance right now, right? There has never been a better chance for it to happen right now. And if you think your life is going to get easier, it's not. So here's your chance. And to help you make that decision and for you to feel the love and the abundance that you're so worthy of receiving, we have brought Irina Portnova, a speaker from our panel, as well as Tobi, right? And you were just going to have a little chat, right? And um, obviously, we're going to have, obviously, like I said, we're going to have a chat and you're going to see a little bit of what you're going to be expecting. What's in it for you? Because at the end of the day, that's what it matters. Is what is in it for you, right? How do you know that you're going to get your deserved breakthrough, right? And so you are. And so Irina and Tobi, speak a little bit about yourselves. Let's have a convo.
Woohoo! So it's great to be here, Bruno, and I'm super excited about tomorrow's event because it's all about adding value and feeling all these connections, right? And I would want to ask you more in terms of what was the vision when you were creating that event? Like, why did you even come up with that idea to create that event?
Well, great question. Thank you. Well, the idea that I came up with this idea, I've always envisioned myself as, well, the leader of a tribe, right? I've always envisioned myself as a leader, period. And I've always seen this big tribe in my mind. I've always seen myself inspiring lots of people. I've always felt that I was wise enough to do that, no matter the age, no matter the height, no matter the color, no matter nothing. My spirit is 100 times bigger than all that, right? And I've always I've always believed in either doing the impossible or doing something big, just something big, whether if it's doing the impossible or whether if it's doing something possible or whether if it is joining people together, inspiring them, motivating them, changing their lives, right? And many years ago, I went through various mental health problems. Then I went through them kind of alone because nobody kind of got me, right? And so I had to really fight through that alone. And I think that I always told myself that like nobody should go through this alone, and so nobody has to. And so if I get better for myself, and I eventually help myself, I can inspire people to help themselves. And if they want to do that with me, even better, right? And so I can not only obviously make a living out of that because let's not kid ourselves, right? But I can make a living out of that, but I can also do what I love, which is helping people, and I can have a very good impact in the world. And so the name Flourishing Soulful Love comes from that, right? Flourishing, right? Blooming, right? Soulful, ours, love, right? So from the inside, because if we don't help ourselves, we can't help anybody, right? And if we don't love ourselves, we cannot love anybody, right? And if we don't believe in ourselves, we cannot believe in anybody, right? And so it all starts from the inside. And so I think that name was just awesome. I think next event I'll just call it the same, honestly. And because I think Flourishing Soulful Love really, I think it's a beautiful name and just really says it all.
That's beautifully put. So, if I heard you right, based on your prior experience, you want to inspire people to more believe in themselves and to know that they are the leaders in their lives and they can actually be in charge of whatever they want to make the life out of their thoughts, their actions, and everything else. So, tell a little bit about the panel because obviously we can talk about ourselves. Like I'm Marina Portnova, I'm a manifestation coach, and just come around and experience what magic it is and knowing your energy, and actually we can consciously create based on our energy and manifest exactly what we want. So the idea is we do not want to allow the circumstances, the conditions, and the 3D reality, which is we always charged up by watching the news, and then we get triggered because then we are like running in a panic, where the economy is, where the prices are, right? The idea is to actually connect to who we are as the essence, and knowing that we are more powerful than anything outside of us. And once we connect to that power, we know that we are fearless and we are limitless. And we can actually create anything what we want rather than being dictated by the society, by the outside world, what we have to do. So the point is just be more in the leadership role of your life, and not allow your partner, the parents, the friends, the work, the bosses, anybody else to be in charge of what you truly want to be in life.
Very well said. Oh, wow. That is
That was
awesome.
awesome.
I love what you guys
Thank
have
you.
both said here. Hey, look, for the whole audience, you know what? A couple of people have asked me, Toby, what draws you to these events? You're pretty mastered because there's always something to learn. There's always golden nuggets everywhere I go. Just because I'm self mastered doesn't mean the learning ends. I want to be the best person that I could be in this world. And I encourage all of you guys to do the same. Bruno has put together an amazing panel of experts for you guys with all so much knowledge to kick to you guys. Like, how would you not accept such an opportunity to grow? You know, we always seek trusted advice from the ones around us that are in survival mode. Okay. And I talk about that all the time. I'm one Toby Staples because I didn't really introduce myself to those who don't know who I am, but I illuminate the path to your highest potential. Well, guess what? This event will do that for you, guaranteed. There are 10 experts on this panel. You guys, you cannot put it this way, to the laws of the universe, according to what benefits we will reap is what we sow. So you cannot gain the benefits if you are not taking the actions and coming out to join these amazing events. So I will be that push to you guys all tonight to click that link. Come out, join the fun, get the knowledge, get the learning, and you're going to feel the effects of that. Do you know that you've been running on autopilot until you've taken that off? You're running unaware. Don't stay stuck in patterns that are no longer serving you, that are not of your highest good. And if you haven't attended events like this up until today, I encourage you to let Bruno's be your first, because self-discovery is a must. You always want to master everything outside of you, but the main thing to master is yourself. So I encourage you all, come out. I'm on the panel. I can't wait. You guys will hear me talking about what it is to be ferocious. So guys, come on. Click that link and register. March 26th.
Totally.
It's the place to be.
I love it. You know what, Toby? I love how you shared that we are always learning, right? No matter how smart we are, and no matter how long we are already in this work, right? Because it's all about we are coaching others, but it means that we are also doing that inner work, and that never stops. And just to be a part of that beautiful community, because that was another thing that Bruno mentioned, right? Because we want to be associated with our tribes, right? It's so important, because if we are living and around us, the friends and the family, they don't understand us because they have different perspectives on life. And if we are like one of a kind, it feels lonely until you actually connect with your tribe, because your vibe is going to attract your tribe,
Mhm.
meaning that you are going to actually attract your like-minded people, people who think the same things, people who have the same very similar goals, right? People who want to grow, people who want
Yeah.
to evolve, understanding that life doesn't stop as you receive your formal education and you become a professional and have the family. Understand that you continuously growing and changing, because change is the part of our life cycle, right? If you are not changing yourself consciously, guess what? The life is going to throw you in the direction that you have no choice but to change.
Mhm. And I'd like to add something, like like life. I love what you both said, Irene and Dobby, especially because like um, people who are not aware how life, the amount of blessings that life gives, are usually people who say, "Oh, there are certain opportunities who only come once in a lifetime," and like that's a lie. That's not true. Because as long as we are aware of what we want and we truly embody that idea and that feeling, it's not that we're always going to have it every single day, but as long as we embody it, we know how to be grateful for it, right? The only reason why life or universe, whatever you want to call it, God, doesn't um, supply that desire to people is because they're not worthy of that. Because they're not grateful for it. They don't know how to how to respect it, right? When we love something, when we are grateful for it, we have to respect it in the first place, because respect is, I believe, the highest form of love that somebody can give or receive, right? And so whether if it is to ourselves, whether if it is, for example, to money, whether if it is to a plant, to an animal, to another human being, right? And so this is too a chance for you to learn how to also respect yourself and to respect other people, right? And to love yourself and to love other people, right? um to really look inward. um Carrie said, "Facts. If we don't help ourselves, we cannot help others." Absolutely, Carrie,
Absolutely.
and awesome that you awesome that you share that comment, because it's the truth, right? This event is truly, I we all believe in this panel, and we don't believe in it because we're all in it. We believe in it because of the action packed of interviews that are in there, which is explain raw, deep, authentic knowledge from every single person. One behaves the way he behaves. Lots of people were like, "Oh, how is he gonna be? Is he gonna be a dialogue? Is he gonna? He's just gonna be like one person talking?" Guess what, people? It's gonna be full of dialogues, because guess what? Anything rather than authentic value, authentic interview is just boring and it sucks, right? And I say this as your host, because this is the truth, right? As your host, I cannot be anything but true and authentic and direct. And so if we're not being authentic, and if we're not being authentic, period, we're not touching anybody's hearts. We're not really penetrating anybody's energy, and it's just a waste of time, right? And so there's going to be lots of dialogue. There's going to be lots of like love, obviously, because it's also forms of love. It's going to be Everything's going to be super duper interesting, and I really cannot wait, because um we're really this is actually changing lives here. we're not we're not This is not like a fire drill, as you usually say. This is not like an attempt. This is actually going to change lives, because just the energy behind every single word is just the magnetic frequency that one person shares with the other, right, in each interview. Is already groundbreaking, because let's face it, how many people can actually do that, right? Let's just face it, how many people can actually do that? Not many, right? And so to have that opportunity, right, um, is really like not in a once in a lifetime chance, but it's a great way to take it, right? If it's there to be seen, if it's there to be consumed, right? Consumed,
Can I
right?
jump in here, Bruno?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'm going to jump in here, guys, and look, this is what I'm going to tell you guys all, okay? And I'm going to put a little bit rocket booster on what Bruno's telling you. We all have a choice about the way we're going to operate in this world, and we're going to operate our experience. But until you take the control of your choices, you are running on an auto-piloted program that is serving you no good. Bruno's put together an amazing panel of experts that, should you come out and take the time to invest your time and effort this way, you will get quadruple the value of it back. It's facts. And the golden opportunities of getting this 10 amazing experts together to give you the knowledge freely that will ultimately change who you are. Because look, we're changing all the time, but you're going to choose what's changing you in your life. So you're either choosing your situations and circumstances that are changing you, or your truest heart's desires. Well, I hope and pray that everybody seeing this listens to their heart when it pulls them to this event, and just click the link and register, because it will be life-changing, but by your choice and not by your circumstance and situation and scenario. And it will be the best choice you've probably made for yourself in a very long time. How do I know? Well, because every single time I come out with these amazing people, my life changes for the better, no matter what we're engaged in. Well, this is a targeted, focused event where you guys will get the most out of it, guaranteed. So I encourage you all, click the link, register. March 26th. It's a full day event, and it's a powerhouse event. And you can expect that. And
I love it because it's all about breakthrough, right?
Yes.
When we attend these kind of events, and I've attended thousands of, not thousands, but a lot of these events.
Yeah.
I know because you know what's important as well for everybody who is signing up for this event. Please set your intentions. It's so important to have the intentions. What are your expectations from this event? What do you expect to learn? What do you expect to receive the clarity? Maybe you want the guidance how to actually connect to your true purpose. Maybe how to be more confident and knowing that you are on the right path, right? Just set your intentions, or maybe you want to change your career, maybe tap into the relationship and love, maybe to dial more on your self love, right? Just set clear intentions and expectations and write them down. And then when you go attend the event, just keep your mind open for the possibilities. Listen to everything what everybody's gonna say. Click on their free gifts, and start on this beautiful journey and see how it's gonna unfold, because it's all about collective effort, right? When we are in that collective consciousness, we do create the better results, because that's how our energy operates, whether this is one battery or when we have charging up many batteries, right? So the impact is going to be so much higher. So again, we just invite you to invest in yourself, invest the time, and just tap into that potential that you have inside of you, and it just dormant. So just wake yourself up, set the expectations and intentions for the event, and see how things are gonna really unfold for you. Because who knows, maybe by the end of the day, you're gonna receive some answers to the questions that you've been asking yourself for the long time, and you were not just knowing how to tap into the answers, and now they're going to be presented to you because you actually made an effort. You direct your energy to attend the event, you direct your energy to receive the clarity and answers that you are desiring.
And I'll just jump in here too. And, I'll address all of those ones that are sitting there, maybe listening, that don't feel like they want to change, because change, the sound of change is scary, or they think, oh no, I'm stuck in my ways, and so this is not for me. And or those that are sitting there depressed, not feeling like they love themselves, so they're really feeling the weight of the world. Or all of you that are feeling anxious and you're operating out of fear and you just can't feel any relief from that chaotic conflict within you, come out, because you're going to learn a lot in how to self regulate through no matter what situations we all have to face. So I encourage even the ones that don't maybe fit into everything that Irina was talking about, whoever's struggling with not feeling loved, whoever's struggling with feeling alone, whoever's struggling with feeling like they do not fit into this world, well, maybe it's just because you're supposed to fit in over here. Okay. Maybe you're supposed to feel the love that's coming
Um,
from all of us. And maybe you're just
um,
supposed to be coming this way to the event that is going to change your life. So I call everybody else out that wasn't mentioned by Irina and Bruno to please come out, because your life will change if you give it the chance to, by your free will of your choice alone.
Beautiful, beautiful. Bruno, would you like to wrap us up?
Absolutely. First of all, I want to thank you both from being here. I also want to thank all the panels that participated in this event. Obviously, some will watch this because they actually joined the group. Others won't, but that's fine. That is all right. Everybody is still obviously worthy of being thanked to, because everybody participated. They did their best. Some people actually went above the parameters, and obviously I had a conversation with them, and I send them all the love in the world and all the congratulations for actually being who they are and how powerful they are in their energy. And when it comes to everybody who already joined, I also want to thank you. You have made one of the best decisions in your life, if not the best. And I say that proudly, um, because it's true. And to the people that are going to register and are registering, I want to also thank you for not for registering, but I want to thank you for finally making the right decision in your life. The one decision that will ultimately empower you and push you in to heights you have never ever seen. Whatever you think you're gonna get out of this, you're gonna get like 3 4 times more than that, right? Because whatever plan you have for yourself, higher energies source, and all the angels, honestly, and God, whatever you want to call it, have like a bigger plan for you than you can even ever imagine. And this all may look like, oh, it's cliche, oh, it's such a cliche thing to say, but look, I can confirm that, Tobi can confirm that, Irina can confirm that, every single panel, every single speaker on this panel can confirm that, because words are just words, but when you take a look of who's saying them, that's where it changes, right? When you look at the results, when you look at the ones who say it, and when you look at the ones who are hosting it, and when you look at the ones who you're sharing, the screen with and everything, um, the conversation is different, right? And so I want to thank you all. I want to thank you all for making the right decision in your life. I want to thank you all for being here. I want to thank you all for pushing and pushing and pushing this event to more and more and more and more people. None of this could have been done without you guys, um, but also not only you speakers, but also all of the people that are registering, right? Because that's why not only the event exists, but that's why the event has arms and legs and a head and actual kind of a body, right? Because there can be lots of speakers, but if there's no people to watch it, then there's no event. It's just a waste of damn time. And if there's lots of people, but there's no speakers, and the people are also wasting their time, and they're putting their belief in something that doesn't even exist, right? And so everybody is worthy of being thanked to, and everybody should honestly have a round of applause right? Because yeah, we all made it happen, and that's all that matters, right? And so that's actually what I want to say thank you to.
Thank you so much, and see you at the event.
Bye.